Hi, hello, and welcome to my Doctor Who reaction. We are in season 1, episode number 9. This is what we're going to watch today. I just want to mention real quick 2 to 3 things that I forgot to mention on the last video. Because last week, the episode, oh my god, I can tell you, I have cried so much. I used 3 tissues during the whole recording session, and I really cried my eyes out. And this was very surprising to me, because before we watched this episode, there has never been one that sad. I mean, there were sad scenes sometimes, but last week was very hard to get through for me. And after I watched and commented on the video, I went to YouTube and watched 2 to 3 videos of the Common Man Show just to cool myself down and to get happy again. And when I was editing, I started crying all over again. I couldn't watch the stuff that I recorded without starting to cry again and again. Oh my god, that was something else. And I really hope that today we won't have to cry that much. But I don't know. We're getting close to the finale, so could be, right? Just real quick. One thing that I didn't talk about last week, but I did want to talk about. I can't remember which scene it was, but they were talking about changing things that happened in the past, or changing things from the past which could influence the future. And the doctor said that he would have gone back to save his planet, but he didn't do it because it would have bigger consequences. And I remember that I asked myself this question when I started this journey. I was thinking, why didn't he go back? Why didn't he save all his people when he is able to do that? And I guess we kind of got an answer. At least we got a hint. Because he could do that, but it would change the future in ways that the future is not supposed to be changed in the first place. I guess this is at least one reason why the doctor didn't do that. Because I'm thinking, how has the universe been when all of those time travelers were still alive? I mean, they must have traveled through time and space all over. It changed so much stuff. I mean, and none of them did something to mess it all up. I mean, okay, they know the rules, they were time travelers. And did they also have companions who could mess up something? Or did they mess up and then make it okay again, like the doctor did in the last episode? When I'm starting to think about what all of those time travelers, thousands of them, could have done when they were still alive, my head is going to explode. And that's why I'm just starting to ask this question, but I can't form any answer in my mind. This is just mind-boggling. If you think about this, thousands of people traveling through time and space, changing stuff, doing stuff. I mean, I don't know. When I try to think about this, my head just goes blank. And I don't know if we will ever get an answer to that, or if we don't. Please, in the comments, I don't want to know. I'm just asking this for myself. I don't want to know. But I'm asking this, whether we will get any answers to that, or whether we will have an episode where all of those time travelers are still alive and we can see what they actually did. I mean, they were not I can't imagine they were not just traveling through time and doing stuff like the doctor does now, but when they had a whole planet functioning, I can guess that they had like some kind of purpose, that they had some kind of goal they worked for, like all together. I don't know. This is really interesting, but I don't want to go on and babble. I just want to start the episode. So I'm going to skip this thought for now, but we kind of got an answer to like just a part of it. Then the other thing that I didn't mention was that we have seen little Mick, like the boyfriend of Rose, as a child, and he was like clinging on to everyone that he could reach and like hugging them, not letting go. And yeah, it was kind of funny because he's like, he hasn't really changed. He's still like that, and he's clinging on to people, and like he has a hard time of letting go. And that was really funny to see him as a little kitty. It was really cute though. Then another thought that I had while editing the last video was just like the seconds before the father of Rose gave Rose the baby, like herself to Rose. Seconds before that, the doctor told Rose that if they would do what he had in mind, that the father didn't have to die. Like, he would have saved him. He could still be alive. So there is something that you can do if you know what to do, that you can change time in that way, that you can change a person who should be dead already. So that's another very interesting aspect, because I thought that this would never be a possibility. But the doctor said that he could still be alive. And then there was the whole baby thing and the whole not so good stuff that happened there, and then he had to die, and I don't want to remember that right now, otherwise I'm going to start to cry. Okay, but I just want to mention that real quick. And the last thing I want to talk about was something like technical, but something that impressed me really that much. And that was a shot. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to insert a picture. And you can see Rose at the left side of the screen, like a profile of her face. And then in the background, you can see the church. That kind of shot gave me goosebumps. It was so beautiful shot. I mean, I would like print out this picture and hang it on a wall somewhere if I could. My printer's not that good, so the quality would suck. But if I could, I would do that, because it was so beautiful. And it was like art. I felt like looking at a picture in a museum. The lighting, the cut of her face, the part of her face that they showed just on the left side, and in the background this very big building, that was just so beautifully shot that I really want a picture of that. Okay, but that's it. That's all I have to say for the last episode. Everything that I didn't remember that popped up in my head while I was editing the episode and crying again. And I hope we won't cry this time. We'll see, and we're going to start right now. Okay, here we go. Oh God.
What happened to Red?
That's just humans. Everyone else is
Straight into the next disaster, are we? This is not looking good. Okay, in the middle of the night. At least there's no one out on the street seeing what we are doing.
Alien tech or something.
Rose, it hit the middle of London with a very loud bang. I'm gonna ask. You sure about that t-shirt?
You want me to say I'm taking it out for a spin?
Oh no!
Come on, if you're coming. Take a minute.
Doctor, there's a little kid like entering your TARDIS, I guess? Traveling through time. kind of club is this? My god, the music. This is not a kid. Oh no. That's a trap. It's 100% a trap.
Might seem like a stupid question, but has anything fallen from the sky recently?
Might seem like a stupid question, yeah. They think he's a comedian or like stand-up or something. I don't know if stand-up was already a thing in that time. Oh, it is a kid. Why does he wear the mask though? Okay. Yeah, like I would do that. Climb on a roof, on a rope, that's somebody. I can't finish one sentence today.
Bang.
1939? Oh. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. What the look up. Oh, she's got a cell phone. All right, that's good. That's Rose, right? Just answer that.
What am I supposed to do with a ringing phone?
Answer that phone. Oh,
It's not for you.
it's not Rose? Who are you? Oh, she goes? It's the kid.
Who is this?
The
Who's
kid.
Ring it. This isn't a real phone. It's not wired up to anything.
It's a ghost. Oh, for someone who has like lived through so much unnatural things and stuff, you really think very slow. There she is again. Is that the mother to the kid? And they're both ghosts? No. Why would she get something to eat then? Must be something else. Okay, Rose. That is not a good situation.
F boys using for target practice. Excellent bottom.
Oh, please. I
Sorry,
don't
old man.
like him.
I gotta go meet a girl. But you got an excellent bottom too.
I don't like him. At least for now. I don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Okay, I got you.
What is... What? I mean, those are the soldiers, right?
I'm in the middle of a German area with a Union Jack across my chest, but hey, my mobile phone's off.
Be with you in a...
Who are you?
I got you. You're fine. You're
Oh,
just
please,
fine.
let go of her.
The tractor beam.
Oh, no. Just put her down, please. Thank you. Who is the woman and those kids? And who's that man? And what is going on? So many questions that I can't answer right now.
Thanks, miss.
It's all right.
Hello.
Everybody stay where they are. Something wrong with that?
Wrong with it? It's brilliant. I'm not sure if it's Marxism in action or a West End musical.
I mean,
Why'd
she's
you follow
feeding
me?
kids, so that's
What
a
do you
good thing,
want?
right?
Thing like this.
Wow, pretty good picture. Oh, she knows what it is.
It's not exactly a child.
What's it then?
Nancy, what's he like?
It's empty.
Empty. Was that supposed to mean he's empty? He doesn't have a soul? Or because he's like repeating the same sentence all over again, so
I'm scared.
don't.
Why those are the... Okay,
No.
I'm opening the door now.
She told you not to do that. What's going on in this episode? And I bet it has something to do with this guy.
You work out.
Tricky things, psychic paper.
Yeah.
Looks like Tom Cruise a bit.
Wonder when you hand.
He
Stop
has the
acting now.
same stuff
I know exactly who you are.
that the doctor has.
And smear's full of them. They just repaired 3 layers of your skin.
Thanks.
Okay, handy.
Shall we have a drink on the balcony?
He's a talker. I know those kind of men. Just kidding.
Tethered up to Big Ben for some reason.
How old is Big Ben exactly? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm from Germany, I don't know, but was it already around 1941? I guess. Maybe you can tell me. I really don't know, and I'm sorry for that. What are you doing? You're hiding food.
And there's someone you need to talk to first.
And who might that be?
The doctor.
What?
No, it's getting
He's like,
really
huh?
We're discussing business.
Just like I am.
This isn't business.
Are you traveling alone? Are you
No.
authorized to negotiate? I have something for the time agency. Something they'd like to buy. Are you empowered to make payment?
He doesn't know
Well,
that
I should talk to my...
they don't exist
companion.
anymore.
When you say your companion,
Oh, please.
just how disappointed should I be?
Okay, we're
Very.
standing in the middle in a German air raid. Do you really
Oh.
think now's a good time to be coming on to me?
Don't, please.
Lancer.
Ooh, that's a little harsh. I like to think of myself as a criminal.
Come on.
Finally, a professional.
No, he's not professional. He's exactly the opposite of professional. He's just a professional
The bomb's under that
jerk.
tarpaulin.
That's what he
They put the
is.
fence up overnight. Then
Professional
Yes.
talker. I really want to know who the doctor is. Like, is it a real doctor? Seems like it. Oh, hospital. Yeah, so he is a doctor. Are those people who are still alive? Or are they dead?
Well, they were all caught up in the blast.
None of them were.
What? Was the bomb radioactive?
Good to find the time. Are you a doctor?
I have my moments.
Have you examined any of them yet?
No.
Conclusions?
Massive head trauma, mostly to the left side. Partial collapse of the chest cavity, mostly to the right. There's some scarring on the back of the hand, and the gas mask seems to be fused to the flesh, but I can't see any burn.
Oh, the other kid had that sign on his hand too.
They've all got the same injuries.
Yes.
Exactly the same.
Yes.
How did this happen? How did it start?
He does
That
too.
bomb dropped the wrist. By the morning after that, every patient in the same ward, the exact
Oh,
same.
that's why he
injuries.
has
Within
the
a week,
injuries
the
too.
entire
He
hospital.
touched them.
Physical injuries as plague. Can you explain that?
What?
What would you say?
All right. What was the cause of death?
There wasn't one. They're not dead.
They're just empty.
Stay back, stay back. Listen to me, top floor. Room 802. And you must find Nancy again.
Oh no.
Me.
Oh my god. Oh, that looks so gross. These poor people. Oh, it's Rose and the other guy.
Mr. Spock.
What was I supposed to say? You don't have a name. Don't you ever get tired of Doctor? Doctor Who?
9 centuries in, I'm coping. Where have you been? We're in the middle of a London blitz. It's not a good time for a stroll.
Is that why he's chasing her? Because it's her brother? And how does she even know that you cannot touch those kind of people? Because otherwise you will get empty too. She must have already seen that somewhere.
Empty. I made sure of it. Nothing but a shell. I threw it at you. Saw your time travel vehicle. Love the retro look, by the way. Nice panels. Threw you the bait.
Bait.
In with the local color. I mean, Flag Girl was bad enough, but U-boat
Flag
captain?
girl.
Anyway, whatever's happening.
What is happening here, Doctor?
Human DNA is being rewritten.
by an idiot.
Mummy?
By an idiot. But the doctor's painting was pretty accurate. Oh no. Ah no. Run? I mean, can they teleport? Oh no, but they can move objects. Okay. Mommy! No! What the? No! Not again! No! I should have known. The story didn't get to any end when we were closer to the end. It just kept on going. I mean, we got answers, some of them, but the story didn't really conclude. Ah, god damn it. Another second part, and I cannot, whatever I do, I cannot watch a second part of this week. I have to wait till next week. Oh my god. Okay. That was an interesting episode. I did write down so many things while watching, like nothing. I prepared that and then I forgot to write down anything because I was like glued at the screen and I wanted to know what all of this is supposed to mean and who are all of those people and who's that one guy and who's that girl who got chased by her brother. I don't know, so many things. I'm a little bit confused right now, and it doesn't help that I didn't get any answers. Actually, this makes everything worse. Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to start from the beginning. Yet again, another beaming accident. Is beaming a word in English? I don't really know. I'm just saying that right now. We were like beaming. Yeah, it's Beam Me Up, Scotty, right? Yeah, so it's beaming. It exists. We were beaming ourselves to London again. About 1941, during the Second World War, like 2 years after it started. And we were kind of chasing something that was flying around in space, landing on the planet Earth at that time. And we don't really know yet what it was, some kind of strange object that did cause all of the problems that we do have right now, that all of the people who like get touched by someone who got infected by it gets infected too and gets all those inner injuries and the mark on the hands and the mask in the face and like repeating the same sentence like all over again. Like, are you my mommy? Are you my mommy? And there was like 2 or 3 other sentences that one of them said, but like not really, they are not there anymore. Her head is not functioning. They are not alive, but they're not dead either. So they're somewhere in between and they're stuck there. And I don't know if when the doctor like solves the problem or if he solves the problem, we don't know yet, but I guess he will because he's a doctor. Come on. Will those people be alive again? Will they know what happened to them? Or will they just die? Or disappear? We don't know yet. Yeah, and then the doctor and Rose get separated. She goes on a like trip flying around London. Just a joke. Yeah, she's like clinging onto this rope that hangs in the sky, and as she was climbing it, I was like, I wanted to say that it's not a good idea if someone like throws down a rope from somewhere, you don't know from where, you don't know who. You are not just like using that rope. You just don't. But she was, and yeah, she was flying around around London a little bit. And the Doctor was on his way into that like club or bar or something, and there were all of those people like just chilling out and listening to the music. And then the Doctor puts on some kind of stand-up comedy that they didn't really get. They didn't know anything about the thing that landed in London like 2 days ago, I guess. I don't remember right. Yeah, and we are following each of them throughout their story. The Doctor meets that girl with all of those kids. Like, she takes care of all of the homeless kids in London. Not all of them, but lots of them. And whenever there's a bomb, they are trying to get something to eat, which is a good thing, I guess. I mean, I know they are stealing from people, like if you take it literally, or even if you don't, it's stealing. But, I mean, those kids are homeless, they don't have anything to eat, so they have to survive somehow. And it's good that she cares for them, at least one person, right? And there's her brother, who she took care of too, but he he changed when that thing was falling from the sky, and he was like the first one who got infected by it. And from then on he tried to chase her and the kids, I guess because it's her brother. I mean, what I cannot wrap my head around is, from all of these people infected, I mean, we are seeing lots of them in the hospital. The brother is the only one who's like chasing after someone, running around. And all of the other ones, like right until the end, but they were just lying in bed. They had no agenda or something. They were just lying there, not doing anything. And then in the end, something must have woken them up and told them to do something, to chase after people, or after those people. I don't know, but maybe it's because they are there at that moment, or maybe it's because the people have to chase somebody. I really don't know, and I hope we will get the answer. I think we will get the answer next week. Yeah, and then there was the Rose storyline with that guy with the spaceship. Oh, I'm really sorry if some of you do like this character, but the first impression is the most important to me. And when the first impression of a man is that I had of him, it's not really anything that I do like. And from that moment on, this guy was nobody that I really did like. Maybe he's going to redeem himself in the next episode, I don't know yet, but I cannot think about what he had to do, what he would have to do that, because, I mean, he's not gonna change. He's like that. He's like a talker or like a macho man. And I don't really like those kind of guys. I'm so sorry, but I don't like those men who are just talking and looking at women in that way. I don't know if I will ever like him. Fair warning to everyone, I don't know. And if you like him, I'm very sorry. At the moment, I don't. Yeah, apart from that, in the end, we got the scene in the hospital with the doctor who explained like what is going on with those people, or he didn't know much about that, but he did explain something. And we found out that all of those people had injuries on the inside and that they should be dead, because they were like, the doctor was counting 3 to 4 reasons why they should be dead, but they weren't. And whenever you touch them, you go empty, just like them. So that didn't look quite good in the end there, did it? Not for the girl, not for the sister, and not for the Dr. Rose and the other guy. Yeah, I guess we'll see what's going to happen in the next episode. And from what I can tell you, I really don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I didn't really like that episode. I really wasn't into it as much as I would have wished to be. I mean, it was an okay episode for me, but it wasn't that interesting. Maybe the second part will get better. Maybe the first part was kind of like a slower burn episode, because they had to build the story or to stretch it to make 2 parts out of it. I don't know if this is the same thing like with the Alien episode, where a story which they could have told in 1 episode, they like stretched, so they made 2 episodes out of it. But right now, I'm not really into the story. Like, I don't know. I'm really sorry if you are. I don't like to disappoint anyone, but I just want to be honest, and I am looking forward to the next episode, because I think in a 2-parter, most of the times the second episode is a better one, and maybe the conclusion or the next episode in total will be better than this one for me. Yeah, I guess we'll see. And at least I didn't cry, right? So, yet again, before we come to the end, I have forgot to point it out in the beginning, but for this episode it's even more important because it is a 2-parter. Please do just comment on the first part that I have seen right now. Do not tell me anything that's going to happen in the second part. Please don't do that, okay? Thank you for that, and we are going to see each other next week. Until then, no, wait a minute, just a second. We're going to take a look at the IMDb rating for the episode, The Empty Child. Oh my god. This has a 9.2 rating? Are you kidding me? That is the best rating out of all the episodes that we have watched. Oh my god, you guys must hate me right now. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that this was an episode that's rated so good. 9.2 rating. I mean, I don't know if this is the whole episode or just the first part. I don't want to look at the second part yet because I don't want to know yet. But if this is only the first episode and this is a 9.2, means that it has so many people who really like it. Oh my god, I feel bad right now. Oh god, I am so sorry if you do like this episode, but I just want to be honest, and there have been episodes in the past that I really, really did like, and then afterwards you guys told me that you didn't like it at all, so I guess we do have some kind of different opinions on different episodes. Oh my god, but this is a pretty big one. Oh god. Again, I'm so sorry, but I won't change my opinion just because I've seen this rating right now. I want to stay honest, and maybe the second part is going to make this all up somehow. Okay, I'm just, yeah, I'll just go then and think about what I have done. I guess we'll see each other next week, and until then, don't be angry at me. Bye.